Hello friends, welcome you all. I am Sundar from Symphonia Wealth. Today we are going to see something very interesting, how to calculate your returns. So many times we don't know how to look at our portfolio, how to look at our wealth. So today I am going to give you some shortcut ideas to quickly understand your portfolio performance or your overall wealth. So first let me explain to you, if somebody says I will double your money, then generally we all get very excited because if money can double, I think that's a very good return to look at. But whenever you want to calculate returns, there are two aspects to calculating return. One is in how many years it is going to become double, and the second thing is at what rate the money is going to grow. So if somebody says I will double your money, say if somebody invests 1 lakh rupees and it becomes 2 lakh rupees, the next question as an investor you should be asking is how long will it take to double the money? So if somebody says it will take 10 years to double the money, then to calculate that return at what rate your money is growing, remember this magic number 72. So if you can divide 72 by the number of years 10, you will get 7.2%, which means your money is actually growing at 7.2%. On the first instance, you would have been very excited because the money got doubled. But when you got to know that the money is actually growing at 7.2%, it's not really a great number because in most cases, even a fixed income can actually deliver a return close to about 7.2%. So this number 72 can actually make you calculate returns very fast. And otherwise also, if somebody says your money will grow at say 12%, then you can calculate in how many years it will double. So again, 72 divided by 12 is 6, which means in 6 years, if your money can grow at 12%, in 6 years your money can double. So generally in a mutual fund scheme, in a long term, we keep saying that the money can actually grow at about 12%, which means on an average, a 5 to 6 year period, generally the investments actually double in a mutual fund. So similarly, there are other magic numbers also, like 72, there is a number called 114, which will help you calculate how long it takes for your money to triple, which means 1 lakh invested, by when it will become 3 lakhs. So if somebody says your money can triple, remember this number 114. So for your money to triple at 12% return, it will take 9.5 years, which is nothing but 114 divided by 12% is 9.5 years or so. So which means if money can grow at 12%, in 9.5 years your money can triple. If you want to calculate how long will it take for your money to become quadruple, which is 4 times. So you invest 1 lakh rupees, it becomes 4 lakh rupees. So remember this number 144. So if money grows at 12%, in 12 years your money can actually become 4 times. A 1 lakh rupee invested would become 4 lakh. So to calculate returns and number of years it takes, remember these three very important numbers 72, 114 and 144. This will make your life much easier. So let's move to the next. How do you calculate how much money you will need for an emergency fund? The thumb rule is ideally you should have 3 times of your monthly income. Say if your monthly income is say 50,000 rupees, you should have a minimum emergency fund of at least about 1.5 lakhs. Of course, higher the better. But if you don't know anything, at least remember this number that at least 3 months of your salary should be towards an emergency fund. The next thumb rule is how much money you should have towards your retirement. Of course, when it comes to retirement, we have done many number of videos to calculate exactly on how much money you need. But if you don't know any of these things, a ballpark number or a thumb rule number on how much you should be having towards your retirement. Ideally, 25 to 30 times of your annual income should be your retirement corpus. Again, this is just a approximate number. So if your annual income is say 10 lakh rupees a year, then you should have a corpus of anywhere in the range of 2.5 to 3 crores. That will be a reasonably a good number towards your retirement. Then how do you calculate how much life insurance you need? Again, there are various ways to calculate. Again, a very simple shortcut way of looking at is you should have at least 10 to 15 years of your annual income as your sum assured. Similarly, if say your annual income is 10 lakh rupees, you should have a corpus of at least 10 to 15 times, which means anywhere between 1 to 1.5 crores of sum assured as your life cover. The next is how do you decide how much budget you can allocate towards buying a car? Ideally, the thumb rule is on your annual income, your budget should be in the range of about 50 to 60%, which means if your annual income is say 10 lakh rupees, you should try and buy a car which is in the range of 5 to 6 lakh rupees. Okay, assuming you've decided that you will have to go for a loan to buy a car, ideally you should avoid it. we have seen that you should never borrow money to buy a car. But assuming you would like to go ahead in terms of borrowing a loan, what are the parameters you should keep in mind to understand whether you will fit into the budget? So ideally, if the car price is say 5 lakh rupees, you should be able to pay at least 20% as down payment, which means you should have at least 1 lakh rupees in your hand, and the remaining 4 lakhs only you should look at going for a loan. And your tenure of the loan should not be more than 4 years. And your total EMI outflow should not be more than 10% of your monthly income. So assuming your overall income is say 10 lakh rupees, which means you will be earning about 80 to 90,000 rupees a month, which means your EMI outflow should not be more than 8 to 10,000 rupees. So if these things fit into your budget, then you are actually buying a car which will not pinch too much of your finances. So hope you enjoyed these shortcuts to really quickly make financial decisions, which will help you to take decisions when it comes to making an investment, what rate it grows, how much time it takes, what kind of life insurance you should be having, should you be buying a car, or what kind of EMI you should be paying, and things like that. So this shortcut formula should definitely help you to be a better informed investor. And as I told you, these are very shortcuts. These are approximate kind of numbers to quickly take some decisions. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.